Hi there. Glad you're looking over my website today. A little bit of a cold or hay fever, if you will, but I'll still be able to make it through this program, and I'm sure glad you joined us. I wrote a column this week about the Louisiana Insurance Commissioner's race. If you read my column last week, I analyzed the governor's race. The insurance race and the governor's race are the only two major statewide races on the ballot. There are many candidates running who are minor candidates, but the only candidates that have well-funded opponents are Governor John Bel Edwards, who's fighting not to get into a runoff, and Jim Donelon, who's the longtime insurance commissioner. He's been a public official in Louisiana for over 50 years, I believe, around 77, 78 years old, told people he was not going to run, then changed his mind, and he's being challenged by a very bright insurance guy, Tim Temple, who grew up in the insurance business with his dad, a longtime friend of mine, Aubrey Temple, who helped solve a number of early insurance problems in the state. So it's a question of whether the young Turk can take on the old guy and knock him out. Temple is spending a lot of money. He's spent over $1 million, has some very effective ads up. And a recent poll that took place here just last week showed that only 40% of the electorate has made up their minds, 20% for Temple, 20% for Donelon, a dead heat with 60% of the voters undecided. That does not bode well for an incumbent, if you will, like Donelon. And I think the pundits are predicting this could be a big upset for the first time in many, many years where an incumbent statewide official is knocked off by an opponent, just something that you rarely see. Lots of issues in this race about what we should do to lower the highest insurance rates in the country. And Temple's come up with some pretty good bites, if you will, challenging Donelon on the fact that there's a widow tax in Louisiana. Widows pay 15% more for insurance than do normal people or married people. I didn't know that. Often insurance companies charge African Americans as much as 70% more, even though they're making the same amount of money. I didn't know that. So Temple's come up with some pretty good issues, and they're going back and forth, fighting right down to the bitter end. Wrote about it in this week column. Hope you'll take a look. We'll talk about the election results here in a week or two, but I'm glad you're joining me on the show today. I'll be doing these every week, little bits to give you some updates. Hope you'll read my column. Take care. I'll see you soon.